How the hell did the Sean Strickland thing with Sneako happen, man? Take us through that, because you were actually there. Everyone is talking all this crap and saying all this stuff. You were actually there. You actually introduced Sneako to Sean Strickland. You made that happen. You're the guy that made it happen.
Everyone trying to blame me from that. See, I didn't make that happen. I was bringing Sneako in to train with.
Well, you warned him.
I was bringing him to train with this guy Javed Basharat, because he's a Muslim. Sneako's a Muslim, so I'm like, it'll be great marketing for one of my fighters, a really good fighter I have.
Yeah.
And then Sneako asked Sean,
because you still train a bunch of people and coach people to this day.
Yeah. So Sneako goes, "Hey Sean, will you do a podcast with me?" And Sean goes, "No, but I'll spar you." And Steve goes, yeah.
Oh.
And then I show up, Steve goes, "Oh, I'm sparring Sean." And I go, no, you're not sparring Sean, Steve. And then he's like, no, I already agreed to it. So, so I go, fuck, all right.
So he agreed to it before you got there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my bad.
You got to keep your word.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck, well, all right.
So you had him set up to spar with this other guy?
They weren't even going to spar. They were going to train. He was going to teach him. He was going to teach him fighting. I wanted to teach him some stuff.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, you show up and he's like, oh, yeah, he's going to spar Sean Strickland.
Exactly. And I'm like, fuck, bro, I guess you agreed to it, but you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah. And it's I guess Strickland's defense, you did warn him like he's not going to go easy on you. He's going to fight. He's actually going to beat you up.
I warned him, and Sneako went in there as a man, and he chose to.
Shout out to Sneako.
That's why people try to hate on Sean. I'm like, well, I warned Sneako. He chose to go in there.
And Sean told him beforehand, like, I'm not going to go easy on you.
No, Sean
right?
didn't tell him anything.
Well, he just said.
But I let him know that that's how Sean is. He's going to try to hurt him, you know?
Yeah.
So if you agree to spar him, I think it was a dick move what Sean did. I'm not going to lie. I think it was an asshole. I would never do that. Yeah. But it is how Sean is, and you know that's what he's going to do. So
I've heard that's just what he does in all of his sparring matches. He just fights everyone. He goes hard on everybody. He doesn't care who you are.
Pros too, yeah.
I'm sorry?
He spars like that with pros too, yeah. So.
Okay. And you guys are cool. You guys have sparred many times and
Sean,
stuff like that.
We spar and stuff. We're cool.
Yeah.
We talked a few times, but never I never felt like we were close to getting in a fight. Maybe like once or twice, but
yeah.
For the most part, we get along.
No, for sure. So I didn't know that. So he had already agreed to it before. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, you might.
That's my bad.
I was told you might want to rethink it, but I'm also kind of big on keeping your word.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like you shouldn't agree to it, but it's hard once you agree to something not to do it. You know.
And you had been training Sneako for a bit at this point. You had a couple sessions with him.
Just like 2
him,
sessions.
Right? So you're there, right? And you're kind of just watching on the outside, and you see that they're about to get in the ring and fight. Like, what's going through your mind when they're?
I knew he was going to take a beat, and I knew there was no other way it was going to go. And I don't know, a lot of people didn't watch the whole thing. It's actually worth going and watching the whole thing, because for the first 3 minutes, Sean just kind of talked shit to him, punched him a little bit, let Sneako hit him a little bit, just being kind of a bully, being warned, like, I'm about to fuck you up, it's about to turn bad, and then he unloads on him. But hey, Sneako didn't get dropped.
Yeah.
Sean probably should have gone to the body. But
a lot of courage, a lot of heart.
He was head hunting. Yeah, no, I think it actually turned out better for Sneako, I think, than Sean, because he showed he didn't get knocked down. He didn't bitch and cry about it. He didn't be like, oh, I got bullied. It's like, he chose to go in there as a man, and he took his beating like a man.